Hi guys, welcome to the Craft Beer channel. I'm down in a freezing cold warehouse. It's bloody morning again. I don't know why this keeps happening. But I'm with my friends Beer Merchants and we're doing a run to the king of sours in Belgium, Cantillon. So picking up a van to go and get as many beers as we can bring back. Follow me to Belgium.
You need to put Absolute radio on. Absolute's got the best sing-along tunes on.
Me, I fall in love with you every single day, and I just wanna tell you I'm now.
So we're in France now. Before we get to Belgium, just a little word about Cantillon really. What makes Cantillon special? They only make 1,500 hectolitres a year, which is roughly what a big pub will do in a year, and that's the whole world supply of any Cantillon beer. And in fact, Beer Merchants will bring it over. They have to go in their little van, which is what I'm in now, because their big lorry doesn't actually even fit down the road to the brewery. Cantillon make all sour beers. Initially you make a lambic. That is a super acidic, super sour, flat beer, and then they blend those to make what's called a gueuze. And a gueuze is then carbonated, and you can make like an old gueuze, which is very expensive, more rounded, more deep in flavour, or a younger one. And then from that point you can go on to make a kriek, like a cherry beer, so you age that beer over cherries in a barrel. So hopefully we're going to meet Jean of Cantillon fame, like an utter beer legend. Hopefully we'll get to chat to him. Gueuze! 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 Good. So we've been about a mile away for about an hour. We've hit a dead end. And it wasn't just a dead end, it was actually a body of water. But we are supposedly about to arrive at Cantillon Brewery. So we arrived at Cantillon and we did it. We cornered Jean. He's given us 2 minutes. Jean, please tell us, initially the history of this amazing place that we're in.
The history, so the Cantillon Brewery was built in 1900 by my great-grandfather, Paul Cantillon. I'm today the 4th generation working here, and we are still producing traditional lambic.
And something I've always wanted to ask you is, lambics are quite an unusual style to get into. It's quite hard, it's acidic, it's sour, unlike the beers that a lot of people know sort of based on hops. So were you brought up on lambics? Is that sort of your normal beer?
It's our normal beer. Acidic taste was a very difficult taste for people 15, 20 years ago. But this type of flavors are coming back. We found everywhere sour beers now. The same for champagne, for example. So champagne without sugar added, called Brut Zero or Extra Brut. It was impossible to find a bottle in the 80s, even in the 90s. It's easy to find now. So we are living a real renewal for sour beers and for acidic taste.
Obviously you guys you produce a very small amount, you keep the quality extremely high, but people can get hold of it. You have Swansea Day where it's sent all over the world. So what locations do your beers end up in on that day?
Last Swans a bit more than 50. I don't remember exactly, 52 or 53. And the goal is to give the possibility to a maximum of people to taste a beer with a decent price.
Yep.
Because Swans is a beer with a huge success, and I know if I have to sell bottles here to take away, it will be to find back those bottles on the market at crazy prices.
Yeah.
So with the Swans Day, the goal is to share a glass of the same beer with thousands of people all over the world.
So you send it to specific bars in specific countries?
Everywhere. Europe, US, Canada, Japan, Australia, this year probably Brazil.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
And,
that's,
and what day is that this year?
Normally September, but we didn't bottle the beers, so I'm waiting. Yeah, so it will be very special. It's a type of spontaneous fermentation stout, and so I'm waiting first to have an idea about the second fermentation in the bottle and in the cakes for the before to take a decision. But if it's running well, if it's working, September.
Okay, well, thank you very much for meeting us. And guys, if you can get hold of a sour beer, particularly Cantillon, absolutely do. And on Swansea Day, make sure you find the nearest place that's serving it, even if you have to fly there. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
So we went out last night. The window of our hotel was smashed. I hasten to add, not by us. And I think someone was killed with a trident. But we realised at about 3 in the morning that we don't actually have import papers or export papers, I don't know which, for the Cantillon beer. So we're back off to Cantillon. But it's been a pleasure. This is Johnny. I can't feel feelings anymore, Garrett. Signing off for the Craft Beer Channel.
I hate life.